Hey everybody, John Reap here. You're about to watch and or listen to another episode of Country-ish. And we have a stupendous show for you today. Steve, the drunk DUI Lawnmower Guy, zooms into the show. And we play another game of How Much Is That Screen Actors Guild Residual Check. Plus, I show you a video of my night out in a bar fight breaking out. You're going to want to see that. We play Goodwill Hunting and another Mean Me. There's a lot to do in this one. Let's get to it.
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was y'all's underdog, dressed in overalls, living next to the wood. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickies and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
Yes, that's right, baby. I am in Hickory. Hickory. I'm happy about it, man. Hope you're happy, healthy, safe, and sound wherever you are. My name's Jon Reap. If you're new to the podcast, I host it, and it's not just me. I do it with my friends. And we got a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm just going to get right to it. Sitting at my 138 is a very handsome fella. Kind of famous, too. His brother's famous. You ever heard of Jon and Stamos from Full House? Well, I got his little brother in here, and his name is Marcus. Marcus Stamos, how are you?
Good, how are you? And do you see my brother's got a new commercial?
No.
He's, what is he doing? Is it a Geico commercial or something? Where he's,
I did see it.
What is he making? He's making something.
I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
But I did see it recently. Someone sent it to me because of you.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, did you see?
Sorry, I didn't have that.
He's knitting a sweater
Knitting
or
a
something.
sweater. He's knitting or something, yeah. So I'll have to get on him about that.
Well, you know what?
Oh,
he probably gets that's going to be another source of income for him, another Screen Actors Guild residual check, which we have right here. That's what Stamos is doing. That's the noise you hear. We got a lot of podcasts for you today. It's going to be great. Steve Jessup is zooming in, all right? This guy's famous. He's YouTube famous because he got drunk on a lawnmower and got tased.
That's where he got his start.
That's
his first day of being
That's the
famous.
first thing, and then from there it just snowballed. We'll get into it. We got him on the show. We're doing another Screen Actors Guild residual check, Goodwill Hunting. We're catching up. We got lots to talk about, okay? Let's start with, well, first let me do this. We're everywhere. You know, Apple Podcast, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Stitcher, you name it, the Country-ish Podcast is on it. You want to help us out? Rate, review, subscribe, and share. We're on Patreon, too. So for those of you podcast people, you know, there are different people out there that I lump into categories. There are people who don't know what a podcast is, and there are people that are podcast fanatics. Like they listen to a bunch.
Yep.
And these people are going to know what I'm talking about when I say Patreon. We're on Patreon. It's listener supported. You want to help us out? You could be a supporter of the podcast. There's different levels, 5, 25, 50, 100. Each one comes with different rewards. So if you're that kind of person, go to countryishpodcast.com, click on Patreon, get on it. $5, smallest one, rhinestone level. You can help us out. Now, if you don't want to give us any money, if you're broke, a lot of people broke, that's fine. You can go to iTunes, Apple Podcast, write us a review, give us 5 stars. And that's the deal I've made. If you write us a nice review, I will read it on the podcast. And let's just get right into it. We got some new iTunes reviews. I say we just do that first, the Alan Jackson. Oh, don't forget, another celebrity who is helping produce the show is the Alan Jackson. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
He's good.
How y'all doing?
We got some new reviews, my friend. I want to say we've got, was it 3 since the last time? Or 4?
I think there's 4 actually.
4. All right. So I will start with what I think is the newest one and work the other way. This one's called Amazing, 5 stars by Garl and DJ. Garland DJ?
Garland DJ, yeah.
Can you see that?
Yep,
All
Garland.
right. He goes, I'm an avid listener to the podcast. I recently stumbled across country-ish and have to binge listen every episode. Have to say I'm a huge fan and can't get enough of it. Thank you for the laughs and the fun times you've given me. Keep it up, Bicycle. All right. Here's another one. It says, what a real guy. Real's all caps. By KG Swole 7. 5 stars. Jon's podcast is an incredible and down-to-earth. I like that he is just a normal guy. If I'm being honest, I first heard Jon one night while I was listening to Larry the Cable Guy radio on Pandora. Growing up, I had trouble sleeping, but my mom found out that when she put on Robin Williams on the TV, I could fall asleep because it was like listening to fun stories. This continued on, and I'm now 23 years old, and I still can't sleep soundly without my favorite comedians telling their best stories. Oh, no. I promise. Okay, good. I promise I don't fall asleep because of boredom. Okay, that's where I was starting to get worried. I'm like, oh, man. Jon, you had me hooked with your stories of Popsicle and the rest of your family and friends. I hope you stay happy, healthy, and keep being you. Thanks for the laughs and good night's sleep. Okay. Wow, that one was all over the map. It's weird when you hear when someone tells a comedian, "Oh, yeah, I love your special. I fell asleep. Great."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can be
Well,
careful.
some people fall asleep to smooth sounds, music, but they fall asleep to you.
I like it. I hope that I give them good dreams. Here's one. It says, "Love Jon Reap" by DBO 878787878778, something like that. It says, "You are great."
Blunt.
I love it.
Love it.
Here's
Straight
the
to the
last one
point.
we're going to read. It's called Fire, rock and roll sign, fire emoji, 5 stars, by Bryn1220. I had to update my review as I became an avid podcast listener. I have noticed Alan needs to be paid. This is great. Well, hang on. Let me keep reading this, then we'll talk about it.
Who is this?
The audio is amazing and the editing is great. Some other podcasts I listen to, and the audio makes me just want to shut it off. He's great at what he does. Still, everyone will make you laugh on this podcast, and I love that you bring the audience in on to interact. Keep it up. All right, Alan Jackson.
Yeah,
give
pay
us
the
some
man.
love.
Pay the man. Yeah.
Well,
We gotta
there you
get
go.
I
paid.
just
first.
do it for the fan reviews. That's all.
Yeah.
I feel like you paid somebody to write that.
Yeah.
Well, look, there you go, folks. Thanks for the reviews. We appreciate you. One more thing to update you on, and we'll get to our first little topic. So I told you a while back I was on American Dad. I did a voice for it, right?
Yep, I remember.
So the date for that is set. It will be out August the 31st. That's this Monday. This comes out Friday. This coming Monday, set your dang VCRs to TBS, 10 p.m. for American Dad. You're going to hear my lovely voice. I play Clennard. I'm a lake dude, and I'm a ginger, and I love tubing. I mean, it's crazy how close they are to what I actually am. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yes. So that will be. Thanks, buddy. Always bringing the heat.
I nodded.
So August 31st, that's this Monday, 10 p.m. Check that out. Okay. So you weren't in here. Also, we have gifts to open. So there will be some unboxing later, ungifting, unwrapping, whatever it is you like. We're going to open these gifts from one of our favorite guys, Elliot. Linda and Elliot
How do you say it?
Magoo?
McGow.
I want to say McGuff, but I know it's Magoo.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so we put a poll up recently on our Facebook page. And by the way, I know a lot of you listening or watching are also on Facebook. We have created a Facebook fan page So we put the poll up there. And, also a Mimi's coming up. Sorry, I keep thinking of new things that this show is stocked.
I mean, we're going to have to drop some stuff off probably. It's so stocked.
I don't know. Maybe we'll just make it a good long. Anyway, we put a poll up because we wanted to know what we should call our fans. Lady Gaga, I know this is a great country-ish example, but Lady Gaga calls her fans the Little Monsters, right? I've a long time ago came up with Reeps Peeps for people who like my stand-up.
I like that.
Yeah, because it rhymes. They're my people, Reeps Peeps. But I thought the country-ish podcast needs something. So I put a poll up, and me and Alan brainstormed it. Was Sean in here for that one, Alan? Was that Sebastian? I think he was.
Last week?
Yeah.
Was that just us off the cuff brainstorming in a meeting? I can't remember.
I do not recall.
Yeah. So what about our new intern? Does he remember? We got a new intern in there. Isaiah. What did one of you guys gave me an example for a country music person who calls their fans something, and I forgot what it was. Was it Dwight Yoakam? The Yoakams?
The Yokels?
Maybe that's what it was. Doesn't
Boy.
matter.
I don't remember any of
Yes,
this.
I know. A lot has happened in a week. I get it. So here are the options that we came up with, and we let people vote on this. Alan came up with the first one, called the Hickies.
That's good.
I like the Hickies. Alan loves the Hickies.
I love the Hickeys.
He likes
That's my
giving
favorite.
Yeah.
the name,
Receiving
I
Hickies.
just
the
like the name.
Hickeys.
I like the name.
Right, that's what I said, giving the name,
Given the name.
the Hickeys. I'm from Hickory, right? Got the word hick in it, and it's a little play on, on the, you give someone a hickey,
Yeah.
So then you got bumpkins, which is
Country-
like you've heard country bumpkin,
Country bumpkins, yeah.
which makes sense. Then I also like this one, dickories.
I don't get that one.
Well, it's like hickory dickory dock.
Okay.
Like someone went on with hickory and then put up dickory, and then you got yokels. So
Local yokels? Is that what?
well, that's like a
coming
yokel
from?
would be like a local yokel. It's a term. Clodhopper. There's all kinds of terms for rednecks and that kind of stuff.
I've got a favorite. Out of all those, I like the Hickeys.
Oh, look at
We'll go with Hickeys. I didn't vote. I should have got on there. And
I
voted,
appreciate
but
you,
yeah.
buddy. But just now you've officially voted.
Yeah.
You're saying the Hickeys, which would bump that number
To 10.
To 10.
Yep.
Okay. Because right now it's 9 Hickeys, 8 bumpkins, 4 dickories.
No
I don't know
yokels.
anybody. Did the yokels get any?
I think we got one.
One.
They got one. And then other people put their own option up there, which was not part of the game. They added stuff. I'm like, no. I gave you the option.
Yeah. Just vote on these, please.
Just please. But anyway, I kind of like bumpkins, which now makes it, 10 to 9? Mm-hmm. But it's so close that I don't want to call it yet. So what I'm going to do is create a new poll, okay? And it's just going to be those two options. You're either going to be the Hickeys or the bumpkins.
There you go.
So next episode, or the one after that, I'm going to start the show with, "What up, bumpkins? How you doing, Hickeys?"
Yep.
One of those two.
Decision has been made.
It's going to be one of them two. So if you want to vote, I mean, by the time this comes out, Alan, we'll have a new poll up, won't we? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So go put your vote in.
Either way, look for the poll and vote.
Look for the poll on Facebook.
Get out and vote. Your vote counts.
There you go. All right. Now, Alan, I know before we started the show, we put a tweet out or a message out about the phone lines being open. It was a last-minute thing. But long story short, I have in my hands a brand new Screen Actors Guild residual check. And this is a fun segment. This is slowly becoming one of the best segments on the podcast because people like playing along at home. They like playing along on Facebook, all that jazz on the phone lines.
It's about like playing the lottery.
It's
your chances are just about as good. So
That's true.
yeah.
I was also on Rick and Bubba podcast. They're huge huge radio show out of Birmingham, Alabama, but they're syndicated, and they also have a podcast. And they played this with me.
Oh, did they?
They get residual checks. Kyle Davis, my buddy, my actor friend, he played it on the show one time. We did it on Facebook one time. People are loving this game. But before I get to this, I also want to give you a little teaser about something. Me and Marcus Stamos and Sebastian, we had a little boys' night out not long ago. We had a good time.
Friday night, yeah, a couple days ago.
Friday night. We went out in Hickory. It was me, Sebastian Stamos, and our good buddy Keith Nestor. And we went to a place called Notions, right?
Yeah, good food.
Started there. I had one of the best crusted sea bass I've ever had with broccoli. Brussels sprouts. Yeah. Very good. And then from there we went to another bar, and something happened.
To be unnamed.
I'm going to keep it unnamed
You probably
for
should.
them.
Yeah.
Because I had a good time there, and I don't want to ruin this place, but something happened. We're going to get to that in a
Something big.
second. But before that, you got recognized.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
famous.
Friday night, yeah, we were out, and
Yeah.
people wanted pictures, and then we wanted them to take our picture, and then
Yeah.
apparently I made a funny face.
That's kind of what I'm getting
Yeah,
at.
and then maybe you can tell
You
people
got
why.
4 good-looking dudes hanging out together.
Yeah.
The girls are going to be all curious. Why? What are these 4 dudes, these 4 handsome men all hanging out doing together?
Yeah.
Anyway, group of girls walks over and says, "Hey, will one of y'all take our picture?" They didn't sound like that, but
No,
that's like my local Hickory chick voice.
that's what they would sound like.
Hey, will y'all take our picture? Okay. Anyway, they didn't sound like that.
No.
And I regret that I just lumped every Hickory chick into that voice. Please forgive me. Anyway, they took our picture. After we took their picture, I said, "Well, will y'all take our picture?" Anyway, long story short, as this picture is being taken, one of them gives you a compliment. Right?
Yeah, that's why I didn't make a good picture.
So, as this picture is being snapped, one of them says, like, "You're cute," or something like that. So, Alan, I think I sent you this picture before we started. Okay,
Yeah.
Here we are at Notions.
Everybody's normal but me.
You got Keith Nestor on the left. You got me right there. You got Sebastian. Of course, he's too tall for the picture.
And the umbrella.
And the umbrella. He's got this poor guy's going to get spina bifida. Just hanging out
He'll
with
be hunched over
normal-sized
when he's
people.
old.
Yeah. And then you got this face made by I don't know how
don't
you
either,
made
man.
this face.
I mean, somebody made my day right then, and I lit up like a light. So
That guy in purple's cute. Who, me?
yeah, I turned to see what she looked like, I think,
Right.
and then totally forgot we were taking a picture.
This is going to be my favorite picture of you ever taken, buddy.
Yeah, very much appreciative of the comment.
I think our buddy Tim Tucker made some other
Oh yeah, we've had memes of
memes
those.
made of this, but yeah. By the way, maybe this will be a new meme segment in the future after this episode. We already have a meme for this episode.
That'd be good
but
for
maybe
somebody.
a future
to,
one.
Yeah, somebody could take that and run with it. And have
We'll
a good
ask
time with
someone like, what do you think caused this reaction to happen?
Yeah.
That'll be the thing. Very, very happy, very excited, very eager.
it. Yeah, I was ready to get that picture over with. Find out who that was.
Like, what do you mean? Me? Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That was funny. All right. Then after this, thank you, the Alan Jackson. After that, we went to a different place. And at this place, a big old brawl happened. Big old,
Flipping
like,
kids, man. You
yeah,
know.
so we walk in, there's some younger people in there, but there are also some older people.
Yeah.
It was a
Some.
good mix. I'd say it's about 80-20. Like
a
80
young,
young,
80.
20
yeah,
old.
we were the oldest. We were the bar of the 20.
Well, we were part of the 20, but there was some other 20 in there too. I'm talking like the lady who was dancing by herself and recording herself, but actually was recording the other way.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish I had video of that because I could see her screen. And she was like recording herself, like dancing and doing like this and making faces at the camera like that. But it was
The other way. It was the band. She was recording the band, but thought she was recording
I didn't have the heart to tell her, like, you didn't get any of that. That was classic. But Yeah, big old-fashioned roadhouse brawl breaks out.
That's true roadhouse. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Tables, chairs,
Bouncers.
beer bottles,
Yeah.
bouncers.
And because, I'm always thinking content, I pulled my phone out and I recorded some of it.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you guys the video right now. But just know this. I only started recording about after 10 seconds. Because as it's happening at the beginning, I'm thinking, well, this will be over any second. By the time I pull my phone out, it'll be over with.
It escalated whenever you pulled
And
your
then
phone.
I was like, oh, this is still going. Then I got my phone out. And apparently what happened is there were these girls, these young girls, dancing on the dance floor. Look at me while that was going on. And I guess they went to the bar. One of them went to the bar. And some guy she didn't know grabbed her butt. And then she went across the bar and complained to a bouncer.
Yep.
Bouncer went over there, addressed the dude. That's when the fight started happening.
Yeah, I saw every bit of that, and I was nudging Keith, like, watch this, because I saw her get the bouncer.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I saw every
I didn't know
bit of
you. I never heard this part.
that. Yeah, I didn't tell you, but yeah, I saw every bit of that. She marched over there and got him. He immediately marched over to the guy and just picked him up, like he was just going to pick him up and carry him out, but the guy didn't want to have any part of that, as you'll see.
Now, before we get to that, then, because this is new to me, did the bouncer talk to him first?
No.
Well, see, you can't do that.
I know, that's what I was thinking. You can't just go grab somebody
You
up.
can't just take. I mean, look, if a guy grabs a girl's butt, that's bad. You're not allowed to do that. Hello, hashtag me too. It's a new world. You can't just be smacking ass anymore.
Sexual harassment.
That's right. But you need to hear the other guy's side of it.
Yeah, and let's say, hey, let's
You
go
got to
outside.
at least go there like, let's go outside and talk about this.
Yeah, do you mind walking out here with me? And then if
Right.
you don't want to do that, then maybe
can't-
pick him up.
That's right.
Yeah, he
You
went
can't
straight for the jugular.
He did. He
Yeah,
did.
he-
Did you see the guy grab the butt?
No, I didn't
see that
part,
either.
Yeah.
So we're just taking this girl's word for it, and it probably did happen.
Yeah.
But
I heard him say later that she deserved it.
really,
Yeah, when we were outside.
who said that she deserved it?
The guy that grabbed it.
Oh, the guy that got kicked out.
Yeah, the guy that opened the door for her. The guy that got carried out. They'll see.
Oh, I see. Yeah, don't get it too ahead. Mm-hmm. So anyway, this fight happened. I recorded it, and we're going to show it to you right now. Now, Alan, there's lots here, and I don't know. I mean, just get ready to pause it. It's like it's small town news.
Sure thing.
Oh, wait, maybe this could be a small town news segment.
Exactly what it is. But no police came.
Right.
No police came at all.
Right here in Hickory, the town might be small, but the news
Fights are huge.
The fights were huge. Yeah, they lasted forever. All right, like I said, this is already about 10 seconds into it.
Yeah.
Now, if you're looking at the screen, you can see there are people watching. This is on. It's made its way from the bar to the dance floor. There are people already on the ground, and the tables. Some tables have already been flipped. Glass has already been broken. Beer has already been spilt.
Yep.
And here we go. Go ahead, Al. You're going to hear lots of... Okay, pause it. Now, you can hear a lot of whoa, whoa.
Whoa. That always works.
And then you got a lot of people just watching. That was me. I'm definitely one of those. And then you can see, you hear glass breaking. You see the guy sliding in. The guy that just got up off the ground and the security guy, they weren't even the cause of the fight. They just probably happened to get knocked over when it got pushed that way.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite parts is coming up. So when this fight's happening, I'm not worried about anything because me and my buddies are not part of the fight. I literally don't have a dog in this fight.
No way.
Therefore, I'm not concerned. To me, this is I'm thinking this is great. This is content. I can't wait to talk about this on the podcast. And then I think you'll hear me say, "Where's Sean?" or "Where's Mark?" Because Keith was right next to me.
Yeah.
And Keith was ready to roll.
Yeah.
Keith's always ready to roll. But at one point I say, "Where is Mark and where's Sean?" Okay? And then another thing happens. So let's play it, but get ready to pause it. Pause it.
Yeah.
Did you see that dude spit?
I saw it.
He gets lifted up, far left corner. Good job, Alan. We got some slow-mo. The guy is getting picked up by, I think that's a bouncer.
Ah, that was just a patron.
That's just a dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of Patreon, we are on Patreon. That's guy, and then he spits at somebody. Look at that douche. Ooh. Now, I'm still recording. Keith's on my left. I don't know where Mark is. I don't know where Sean is. Somewhere around here, I'm yelling, "Where's Mark and where's Sean?" As this dude is hawking a hickory loogie.
Do you remember the guy in the plaid shirt, the little dancing man?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice he was in the middle of this.
I didn't either until just now.
Yeah.
That dude in the white plaid shirt was having a ball before this.
He was down on his knees a lot.
He's
dancing.
probably 55, but this dude was flexible.
He was having a good time.
I mean, he would drop it low to the flow with his friends, and he was having a ball. Okay, I don't know if maybe we can hear it, but go ahead and play it, but get ready to pause it. All right. So maybe it's hard to hear, but before that I yelled, but who cares? The best part is this. The bouncer or somebody at this point, there's Keith. That's Keith. He's standing right next to me. By the way, his fist was clenched the whole time.
Just in case.
He said, and he tells you at the end, I was clenched.
Yeah.
It's a guy that's ready to kick this dude out, and he needs help with the door. And hang on. Mom, I love you. Cover your ears. I didn't say this. Maybe I won't say it.
Here I come, look.
Someone says, open the GD door.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, look at you. It's like you were there, like you were part of the squad, like you knew, like that was your assignment.
Yeah.
It's almost like they had called you, like, listen, when you work here at this bar, it's like you're an employee.
Yeah.
And you were on door watch because you were there. You opened it quickly, and this dude was out immediately. That's what made me laugh. You'll hear me laugh right after, is the fact.
And you didn't know where I was at, but I opened the door.
But the speed of, I was like, I kind of said, where's Mark or Sean? I hear, open the GD door. And then,
if you notice,
there's Mark opening the door.
I'm the farthest away from the fight as you could possibly be. That's why I was near the door.
You moved.
Yeah.
Right.
That's smart.
That's good. That's good thinking.
Yeah. So,
all right, so let's rewind it a little bit so we can hear it play out. And then look for Mark, top left corner, opening the GD door.
Like a flash.
Yeah, it's a flash. Okay. Go ahead, Aaron. Ooh. You get to rewind it some more so we can hear the GD door part. Sorry, Mom, but it gives it context because all this happened real fast.
Yeah,
you break it down.
He kind of scared me yelling that. He's demanding. And you're laughing. And you're laughing at me.
Yeah, sorry, Alan. One more time, and I won't say a word this time. Don't talk over it. Just let it play out.
Everybody chill out. Stop. Stop the bullshit. We got women and stuff in here, man. That's ridiculous.
Look at that.
Yeah, stop the bullshit.
That's the band, by the way.
It's like you got some fucking sense.
You can pause it, Alan. That was the band. There was a band there, and they had their equipment set up, and he's announcing to everyone, this is ridiculous. Stop the bullshit. And we'll let it play out because I want you to hear Keith at the very end, and then we'll be done with this. Go ahead.
Act straight, get your fucking ass out of here.
Wait, pause.
Back it up a little.
I forgot about this part.
There I am.
I happened to scroll out the window where you opened the GD door, and now you're out there talking about what just happened.
I'm talking to the girl.
That's the girl whose butt got
grabbed. Yeah. So I'm getting the lowdown on that.
You're getting the details.
As the bouncer and the other guy rolling around in the grass back there.
Right.
But I'm not really paying them any attention.
Another little scuffle happened outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I didn't capture that. I was just sort of spanning the room.
Yeah.
Like, okay, and then you see
there's that face again.
You're making that same face.
Yes.
I love it. You got your hands in your pockets. You're non-threatening. You're just wanting information.
Yeah.
I get it. That's a good move.
I'm looking
That's
for my
posture.
fingernail clippers. That's my
That's
weapon in my
weapon.
pocket. Yeah.
Pull out your fingernail clippers. I will clip you.
Yep.
So I forgot about this, Alan. Maybe give us a little bit of let's scroll into it. Let's get that pan, and then we'll let it play, and then you can hear Keith at the end. I forgot that you were out there. Okay, that's hilarious.
Let my hands clenched. I told everybody.
Oh, you ended it.
Yeah, I ended it. Keith goes, "Look at my hand. I was clenched."
Yeah.
And he showed me his fist. I didn't pan down. I just looked at him.
He kept saying he was
He
protecting.
goes, "I told everybody." And then I
Did
just
he
turned
put
it
you
off.
behind him? Like, was he protecting you?
I believe
Yeah.
his arm came out like he was protecting precious cargo.
Good for him.
Like you're at a stoplight and
That's
the
one of
mom
those
protects her
guys.
kid with you hit the brake too quick.
That's one of those guys you want.
Yeah.
On your side.
Keith's
So, yeah.
Keith's good people.
We made it out alive. Nobody was hurt. The cops didn't get called. Everybody went home.
Yeah.
Uh,
And the
it
only
was
reason I'm
fun.
not bringing up the name of the bar is because, crap happens.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to be known as that kind of bar.
I think there's
and I don't
quite a-
think they are going to be. It just
Nah,
happened.
There's a few that goes on up there, I think, more than should, but it's typical, man.
Right.
Everybody's been shut in with Corona. Everybody's pissed.
Everybody's ready to go.
Tempers are short right now.
That's right.
But it was a good time, good fight. Nobody got killed, shot, hurt, or stabbed. So
Yeah, the bar might be small, but
the
new
fight
fight was
was
huge.
huge.
Okay, all right. Let's move on to the Screen Actors Guild residual check. What do you say,
do it.
Alan? I know it was short notice, but I did say for people to call in around 6. Has anybody happened to call? Okay, we don't need them. We don't need people. We just need each other.
I'm in.
Mark's going to play. The Alan Jackson's going to play. Intern Isaiah is going to play. So that's all we need.
Oh.
All right. So here are the rules, folks. From time to time, I get these checks in the mail. I'm hoping it's a check. I did a little acting back in my day. I've been in some movies, some TV shows, some TV commercials, did some porn in the 90s I'm not proud of. You don't get paid for those. That's a joke, Mom.
You don't have to.
Mom, that's a joke. But here's how we played the game. I open this envelope. I tell the guys what it's for. They try to guess. And if they get it exactly right, I give you the check. But the closest one wins the game. So let me do that again. I got distracted by a weird Skype noise. Was
Sorry, my
that,
bad.
Does that mean someone's here?
Nope.
Okay.
Means I hung up.
Okay, gotcha. So, here's how we play the game. Closest one to the number wins the game. If you get it right on, I give you the check. It's a game that we like to call
Here we go.
How much is that Screen Actors Guild
Residual
check?
I want to go along with residual, like residual check. Next
Duly
time.
noted.
Next time.
Now, I'm never going to forget you said that.
Yeah, go longer with the you want.
You want residual? You want us to hang on the word residual.
That's what this is. It's a residual.
It is a
Go
residual.
along
It's
with
the
residual.
word we need to hit. Got it.
Oh.
Just open the envelope.
What's it for?
And it is a check.
It's not a bill.
Not a bill. So the game is intact. This is for, this is great. Kind of the namesake of our own show.
No idea.
I did a show called Blackish.
Yeah.
That's right. And what's our show called?
Country-ish.
So this is for one episode that I did for the TV show Blackish. By the way, my character's name was Whitey.
Oh.
And I owned a store. No, this is their show. I was just on it. My character's name was Whitey, and I owned a store called Whitey's. The episode is called Martin Luther Skiing Day.
How many episodes were you on, actually?
Just this one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Of Blackish.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So just this one episode. But this episode, I play Whitey. They stop at my store to get, supplies. And the dad's all nervous because it's all white town. It's called Whitey's. And the kids are like, Dad, calm down. So it's kind of proven that, they're trying to dispel the stereotype that all white people are racist against black people. And I was happy to play Whitey,
Yeah.
the guy who owned and proved him wrong. Anyway, this is that episode of Blackish. It's for syndication and pay television. Two different things. One check, Walt Disney Pictures, that's who's the producer of it. Blackish, episode Martin Luther Skiing Day. Marcus Stamos, I want you to go first. And then I want D. Alan Jackson to go. And then I want intern Isaiah to have a last stab at it, since he's the newest one.
All right,
So Marcus Stamos, what is your guess?
You know I'm so optimist. I'm an optimist.
You're an
when it comes to
optimistic
these things.
person.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Some
go
people say you're not a stick in the mud. Some
Right.
people say you're not Misery Mark.
Misery Marcus that's my nickname. I'm going to go with $7.82.
$7.82. You're locked in. Okay, that is a miserable guess that you have there. And as I'm saying this, I'm just now remembering that Rick Sanford III sent me an email about this game. He is a huge fan of the podcast. And he actually said, I have a sound effect that you could play for your locked in thing. Here, I'll play it for you just real quick. So, Mark, in a second here, I want you to tell me what your final answer is. Tell me one more time. What's your guess?
$7.82.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
You're locked in. Locked in.
Like it.
It's a little long. Wait, let's hear it again. I mean, that's 5. I just need something that's 2 seconds. Thank you, Rick Sanford. Just want to give you a shout out. Okay, next up we have also kind of a famous guy. He's not too crazy about the Chattahoochee or Mercury. His name is D. Alan Jackson. What is your guess?
All right. Did you say that Mark's guess was miserable? Is that the word I heard?
Oh.
That's what he said it was.
Oh, he said it.
Right.
You weren't making a comment on
You
the
weren't
quality
saying it was a
of his
miserable guess because it's
Outside
too
of this podcast, when we've hung out before, he's known to be a negative,
Nancy.
Debbie Downer kind of a guy.
All right.
Like, for example, I'll give you a quick example. I was talking about how one day we're going to have a country-ish movie night,
Yeah.
possibly outdoors or something like that. He goes, it probably won't work out.
I didn't say it like that.
He said,
I said
he
you
said
probably,
the screen's going to be too small. You ain't going to be able to hear
I
nothing.
said you probably won't find anybody that's got a projector.
I
That
mean,
fits
it's a lot
that
of
screen, you know,
negative.
something like that.
It's like, not like, oh, what a great idea, then something positive. It's
You know what I
straight
do?
to not going to work.
I keeps it real.
He does. He
Yeah.
keeps it real at all
But
costs.
what happened? Did the guy have a? Did that guy have it? Did he have a projector?
Look, just because you're right doesn't mean that you have
Okay.
to be a negative Nancy.
Keeps it real.
And it's not over with. We're still
I know.
working on
I
it.
want you to prove me wrong and get it.
All
Get it
right.
going.
So, Alan, just know that. Don't let that affect your decision making.
Understood. I'm going to go a little more optimistic. I'm going to say we're looking at $22.41.
$22.42.
41 cents.
41.
41.
Yeah.
See, now that's
I
important.
really want 41. Don't put me down for 42. I want.
See, Alan pays
41.
attention.
Odd
I
number.
always told you odd numbers is usually what it is. So, is that your final answer?
That is absolutely my final answer.
You locked in.
I like it. I like that sound.
I'll send that to you later.
Yeah,
You
send it
probably
to me.
can't hear anything on this.
I can hear a little bit.
All right.
We'll put it in.
All right, young man. Our little intern over there. Intern
lad.
Isaiah. Young buck. Just a boy.
Just a little
Fred
fella.
T. Ford.
How old is Isaiah?
How old are you, Isaiah?
I'll be 19 September 7th.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
okay. Well, he's legally a man then.
That shot's 19.
This dude could go fight for the country if he wanted to.
But can't drink a beer or smoke a cigarette.
Nope. But he can work for us right here at the Countryish Podcast. Isaiah, we're happy to have you. Do you happen to have a guess?
I'm going to go $52.25.
52.
Wow,
25.
the most optimistic one so far. $52.25. Isaiah, is that your final answer?
Lock it in.
You are locked.
It's growing.
All right. So we've got, I'm just rounding it. We got a 7, a 22, and a 50-something. Yeah. Okay. Well, this check, it ends in an odd number, as I've always said, which Stamos doesn't pay attention to. Because what was his, is it an even number? Like the last digits?
Ours
Theirs
are
were odd. Mine was even.
Mark's is even.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's proving my point.
I go against the grain, man.
So there, right away, you didn't get it exactly right. We know this
Nobody
already.
did.
No. I just said, all I've said so far is that the last digits
It's odd.
are odd.
They're always odd.
So why did you even say
'Cause I
even?
just remembered they were always odd after I gave my answer.
But what I'm saying is you're out. These two still have a chance because they were odd.
What is it?
I'm whittling it down. This is called growing suspense, Stamos.
Oh,
you
probably
should
not
know
gonna-
this. It's show business.
that's probably not going to work.
Shut your mouth. You're locked out.
You're like that.
Locked out. Shut up. Okay. You're out of the contest. Now it's between the Alan Jackson and young Isaiah. Intern Isaiah. So the last two digits of this, after the decimal point, is 99.
Hence
Ends
the
with a
odd.
99.
That's right.
$1.99.
That means no one got it exactly right.
Right.
So no one's walking away with the check, but who will win the game? Who is getting a country-ish koozie, which we have many of that they can grab anytime they want? Who will win the game? All right, let's start at the very beginning. Here's the first number of the check. It's a 2.
Okay.
Alan, what was your guess?
My guess was $22.41.
This check is for $219.99. Isaiah was the closest.
Isaiah.
Go get you a koozie.
Yeah! Get a koozie!
What are you going to do with that koozie?
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Isaiah.
good job, Isaiah.
You want to come in here and wave to the camera? Because I want to show everybody, when you're playing at home, the things you could win if you were to play on the phone lines is this here koozie. See the koozie? Country-ish koozie. Now, if you are a big supporter like my man Isaiah here, you can also get a country-ish hat. Just kneel down next to Stamos here. You don't have to sit. Just get down on your knees. There you go. You see? Look at Isaiah. You got the country-ish hat. You got the country-ish T-shirt. Be a supporter. Maybe you could win something young someday. Look, Isaiah, you're the closest one, brother. Congratulations.
We're going to give him that koozie.
Oh, you know what? You want this koozie?
Sure,
Have you not got one?
I have one koozie.
Now you got
Take
another
it
one.
to mama.
And I'll
Take
get
it.
this in the studio.
Take that to your mom and
Take
daddy
that
now.
to mama.
Okay, I'll give this to Mama.
I appreciate it. All right. That is how you play.
How
much is that Screen Actors
Guild Residual check? Boom.
There you go. Close it out. Good job. Good
job. That's good money, man. That's
yeah, I'm
dinner's
happy
on
about
you.
this.
I didn't. Good God, one little.
I mean, I
imagine
don't-
if you had 50 episodes, how much that would have been.
I know. This just in.
Good God.
Another one in the mail.
Is it?
Just kidding.
Oh,
I
is
don't
that
know.
the ding
I
was?
forgot to hit mute on my computer. All right. Well, something else that we did, speaking of things that I've done in movies and film, do you happen to know what my first film ever was? Stamos?
No, I know your first
First
commercial.
movie. First movie.
No, what is it?
Well, I did a movie. I was an extra, so it doesn't really count. But when I was in Myrtle Beach, when I was a young kid, my family would go to Myrtle Beach every summer just about. And I want to say this would have been 85, 86, 84, somewhere around there. Maybe 86, 87. My dad had went out to get Krispy Kremes. Just a short little drive, is going to come right back. He came back, no Krispy Kremes, but he was very excited. He goes, "We're going to be in a movie." I'm like, "What? We're going to be in a movie?" He's like, "Yep, they're shooting a movie right here at Atlantic Beach, and they need extras." I'm like, he goes, "Let's go." And me, my brother, my dad, my cousin Holly, maybe some other people, all went down there to be in this movie called Shag.
Oh, there's a
I
lot of
talked about
shagging
it-
going on down there, yeah.
Yeah, I talked about this last episode, the movie Shag. when I stayed at the Alan Jackson's parents' old condo in Myrtle Beach, they had a DVD player in the TV, and I noticed that they just had DVDs laying around, and I said, Jody, they've got the movie Shag.
No.
We have to watch this.
You gotta
because
find
it
me.
was my first movie. Now, I've since then watched it in slow motion. I think I saw my legs
Oh, I think so.
in
That's it.
slow motion after an hour of watching a dancing in slow
So
motion.
you were like in the crowd, I guess, and they were
Right.
just panning, and you think you were in the,
That's all it was.
an extra. Yeah.
So
You didn't even have to sign a waiver, did you?
we
You
probably
weren't-
did.
Think you did?
You know, yeah, I'm sure we did. I mean, I don't remember all the tiny details, but what I do remember is being miserable. I was not happy
Yeah.
because I didn't know how the movie industry worked. Most people don't, especially as a kid. But it's all this: hurry up, wait.
Yeah.
Let's go. Sit there for 2 hours. You ready? Ready? No, not yet. So it's a lot of nothing. It's a lot of downtime. And they put us all in this different little hotel rooms, motel rooms with no air conditioning.
They put you up for the night?
No. Just to hold you
Oh.
during the daytime because it takes all day.
So that was an all-day ordeal.
It was an
you didn't
all.
get to do
I
the
thought we'd
beach.
go there for a minute,
Yeah,
and come back. We were there from 8. Well, no, maybe it was the next day, but it was an all-day thing. Like, and the holding area was a dirty motel in Atlantic Beach with no air conditioning, and you're in there with other actors, wannabe extra
Yeah.
actors who think that this is going to be their ticket to
Yeah.
fame, and they're all talking about how we're all going to be famous. But what made me mad was they had to cut my head. Because the movie takes place in the 60s, they had to give us a haircut.
Really?
Because you had to look like, in case the camera were to be on you, that it was the 60s.
Like a high and tight, flat top kind of.
when Shag dancing was popular in Myrtle Beach. And so somebody snapped a picture of me, my dad, and my brother, like right after we got our haircut.
And your dad got his hair cut. 'Cause he was in it. Or did
Yeah,
he-
my dad may have already had the 60s hair.
Yeah.
He may not have gotten a haircut, but me and my brother had to get a haircut because this was like it is now with mullets were kind of a thing. And like I had long hair.
Yeah. But not in the 60s. You had to have short hair, like
So-
crew cut.
So what I thought we would do in an episode of Meme Me or Caption This was I put up that picture and I let people come up with memes or
Yep.
captions. And the funniest one will win. I think we have an opening to this segment. Yeah, it's just where I put up a picture, tell people you make a comment, and ooh, memer, Mimi, won't you make a meme out of me? Or caption this. All right, that's what we did. Those are some past ones that we've done. Alan, let's just throw the picture up and let Marcus laugh at me.
Please.
Yeah, this was.
No, I've seen this picture float around on Facebook yesterday.
Yeah, because that's what I do. I put it
But
up.
that's 60 hairdos. Your dad looks like a mobster, gangster type dude.
Wow.
You look like the Stand By Me guys. The movie Stand By Me. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah. Look like you would have been a good in that. That's the 60s era.
Yeah, had I known that the picture was snapping at this moment, I probably would have made that face.
I like that.
But
The sun was in your eyes. Probably.
the sun is in my eyes, and I'm very upset because they made my hair look like that.
Your dad looks like an undercover narc, like he's buying drugs and then looks like undercover.
Yeah, look at Jason.
detective.
Look at little Kittenheiger
I
there.
know.
He's adorable.
Brace
He's got
face.
brace face.
Yeah.
Beautiful blonde hair, still looking good.
Looks like your daddy got scratched, or is that in the? Look like he's
Oh,
got
I think
Scarface.
that's the picture. Yeah, he's scar. Yeah, someone took a hatchet and just slashed him. No, but you're right. Now that you say that, I do see like an undercover cop. I do see narc. I see mob guy.
Yeah.
And this is the wife beater, right? Because he's got the wife beater with the shirt over it, and he kind of looks. Now that I'm looking getting a close look at this, he kind of looks like Mario or Luigi.
A little
Like,
bit.
yeah.
That mustache is
the
on point.
mustache. So, but yeah, there's me. I think I just got my braces off not long before that.
You know how you get your braces off, and you don't rub your tongue
that's
on your
what I'm
teeth.
doing.
I think that's what you're doing.
I'm feeling how
This is
smooth
weird.
they are.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the picture. That's from Shag.
Let's see it.
And
They made fun of you.
I put it up on my fan page, John Reap fan page, and I also put it up on the Country-ish fan page.
Yeah.
And we're going to pick 3 winners today. And the first winner is going to be whoever made the best meme. Second winner is going to be from the John Reap fan page.
Okay.
Third winner will be from the Country-ish fan page. And I used to do it by whoever gets the most likes. But
You did.
I'm doing like whatever I think is funniest.
You should.
You tell me what you like. D. Allen Jackson can weigh in. Y'all think whatever you think is the funniest
vote.
one, that's what we'll do. So let's do the I think we should do the captions first, D. Allen Jackson. You want to go to the whichever one you want to pick. Let's do here we go. So this is from the John Reap fan page. And we've got many comments here. Here's just a couple. Johnny Kirk says, and I like this one because he made a fake noise, like in parentheses. Slide projector noise. No,
Yeah. Yep.
Then his comment is, and here's when we met the banjo boy from Deliverance. That's me. I look like the banjo boy. I've heard that many times, and it's true. It's funny, so that's always a classic. He got 2 likes on that. Chris Welch said, still don't know why I wasn't cast as Scott Farkas in the Christmas Story.
I like that one.
That's good.
That's
I
good.
do look
That's
like
what
Scott
that reminds me
Farkas.
of. Yep.
Yeah. That's perfect. For if my eyes were open, someone should have made my eyes yellow like Scott Farkas's
He
eyes
did have
were
yellow eyes. He had liver problems, I think.
yeah, jaundice. Robert Hall says, I should have never had those jalapenos for breakfast. Now my butthole is going to look like a Japanese flag.
Wow.
That's good. It's detailed.
Yeah.
Japanese flag. Do you know what that is, Stamos?
It's just a circle.
Red circle.
Yeah.
So he's saying it's going to be, I might have a bloody
Yeah.
underwear. I like the detail. It's a little gross. It's funny. Eric Miller says, I got beat like a redheaded stepchild. Classic. David Bowditch. Dad, the sun from your head is right in my eyes.
That's good.
That's
like
true.
that one.
Dad is balding in the picture, and I am squinting, so that makes sense. Rick Sanford III, if we can scroll a little bit, Mr. D. Allen Jackson, he says, oh, man, which one of you two just farted? That's cool. It does look
He does look like
possibly.
he's smelling.
But let's scroll some more. I've already kind of picked one of my – there's so many on here. I want to see if this is the one like the other way. Yeah. Is that all of them? Is that all on – which one are we on? Oh, this is the – okay. So we're at the Country-ish podcast Facebook page. Now, which one of those made you laugh the hardest?
Still don't know why I wasn't cast as
Scott Farkas?
on Christmas Story. That's my
You
favorite.
like the Scott Farkas one? The Allen Jackson or Isaiah, you want to weigh in at all?
I like the banjo boy one on Deliverance.
Yes, that's a classic one.
Just because I like the slide projector.
Yeah.
noise too, yeah.
I'm going to go with that one too because he made the slide projector noise and he took the time to put the little asterisk things up there to let you know that's a sound effect.
Yep. It's pretty good.
The rest were great. Thank you all for playing. Johnny Kirk is the winner of the Caption This contest on the Country-ish Facebook page.
Oh.
That's one winner.
Okay.
We got 2 more winners to go.
Oh, boy.
Now, if we can go to the John Reap fan page on Facebook, we got a lot of comments. Now, I've already kind of scrolled ahead and picked.
The first one's funny as hell to me already, off the bat. I like that one.
Don't get ahead of me now.
I can't help it.
Yeah, but I don't know how many comments are on here. Does it tell you how many they are, Alan? We've got like
That's 16 here.
16 comments. I'm not going to read them all. I'll just give you some
first one.
highlights. Well, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just tell you. The guy who I've already picked it. You've already just laughed out loud at it.
Yeah.
This is the best one to me is Brian Mahan wrote, when you hire a roofing company from Craigslist.
It's good.
That's
love it.
perfect. Now, a lot of people had some great comments that had to do with my comedy, which were great. They tried to tie that in. But I don't know. The randomness of that one, the Craigslist, the roofing company.
That's good.
It made me laugh. So congratulations, Brian Mahan. You are the proud new owner of a country-ish koozie, along with the other guy who I mentioned before that. Whose name I've already forgotten. Now, here's the deal. Also know this. It is your responsibility to let us know that you won.
We don't have enough staff to handle.
Well, I'm kind of thinking because I'm not. No, let me rephrase that. It's not your responsibility. But what is going to happen is I'm not going to post the winners on Facebook. I'm going to make them listen to the podcast. So you won't know that you won unless you have listened or watched the podcast, which means I can't reach out to you. You have to have listened to the podcast and go, holy crap, you said my name. You said I won. I want my koozie.
Here's my address.
Right.
Yep.
You have to reach out to us. And the Alan Jackson, the best way for them to reach out to us is to simply go to...
I go to countryishpodcast.com and drop us a note from there.
That's right.
Yep.
Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on contact, drop us a note, say, hey, you said I won. Here's my address, and we'll send it to you.
Or if you want to drop by and pick it up, we'll let you do that too. Doesn't matter where you're from.
Cut that out.
Huh?
Nope.
No. Yeah. Well,
Right. We have enough of that.
Yeah.
That's fine. But we have one more winner because we've not even gotten to the memes yet. You know what a meme is?
yeah, I know what a meme is.
All right. So the Alan Jackson. Let's look at some of the memes, and I'll let Stamos, maybe Isaiah, and you can vote which one you think is the funniest. How do we like that idea? Here we go. Here's one that said, Walton's Mountain Rejects.
The Waltons family. I get it.
From the Waltons. Now,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Now, my question here was, I remember the Waltons, but was it in the mountains? Was it called?
And there was a Walton's Mountain.
Got
Yeah,
it.
They own the whole
All
mountain.
right. Walton's Mountains Rejects. That's hard to say real fast.
Remember at the end of it, they would tell everybody good night?
Yeah, good night, John Boy.
Yeah, the whole family.
I would be John Boy in this scenario. Okay, that's good. What's the next one there, the Alan Jackson? Ooh.
Wow. Is that Jason?
The
Wow.
Devil's Rejects. Somebody took the movie poster from The Devil's Rejects, which I guess is a movie. I think, what is it, a scary movie? It's a Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all they did was take our faces and put it on the bodies of the three people from The Devil's Rejects. My dad is front and center with what looks like a shotgun. I'm on his right with no shirt on with two handguns. My brother's face is on a girl wearing a skirt, and it fits perfect.
That's a good one.
Okay, this one's going to be hard to beat. Now, Alan, did we put people's names on these? Or? I got some names for these. Okay. So this one, do we...
This one was Andy Forrester.
Andy Forrester made this one. So far that's my favorite. The one before it...
That was... hold on. That was John Osborne.
John Osborne made the one before it with the Walton's Mountain Rejects. Okay. All right. How many? We got a couple more?
Yeah, let me...
All right. Oh, here we go.
There's one.
This one's pretty good. You couldn't hold it, Dad. No, you couldn't hold it, Dad. And then Jason says, I'm upwind. And someone has made a poop splatter
Stain the wall.
behind my dad as if he had just had explosive diarrhea. And my comment says, you couldn't hold it, Dad. And then Jason's is, I'm upwind.
Yep.
That was by Chad Austin.
Correct.
Local guy.
Now, what I do love about, lead singer of The Logic.
Logic.
Yeah. What I like about this is the poop splatter. That's a lot of detail. You couldn't hold it, Dad. I'm upwind. Very good. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, this one says, when parents have that nice look, but really they are pinching the shit out of you.
To get you to smile.
Now, see, I like that because that is classic David Reap. If you're trying to take a photo and you're not cooperating, if you're complaining or you're bitching and moaning, or if you're at church and you're doing something wrong and he gives you the nudge or the slap or the pinch, that's exactly what my dad would have done. You ever had that?
No.
Yeah. Well, it happens, and I got it a lot. So that's a good one. We got any left? What, do we know who that is?
That was the 4. That's Travis McCabe.
Travis Mahaffey?
Happy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. And then we got, what, one more?
Nope, that was the 4.
All right. That was it?
Yep.
Okay. Now, out of those 4, Stamos and the Alan Jackson, what's your favorite?
The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat
it's
that.
hard to beat that one. That took some work.
Well, the Alan Jackson or Isaiah, want to weigh in?
I mean, I like the Walton's Mountain one, but the Devil's Reject is pretty impressive.
Yeah. I think I'm going to agree with you on this. The Devil's Reject one is so good because he thought outside the box. He didn't just put words on the picture I gave him. He took my face off of it.
And
all of our
face
faces.
fits. Like
my
your
dad's face is perfect.
Looks like he's walking down the street just like,
And I think
gotta
I've seen him actually do that with that same outfit.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad used to be a cop.
Yeah.
He's had shotguns and was a member of the WASP
And
team.
you're like, get some.
I think my head's a little too big. He could have maybe shrunk my head down a little bit, but that's funny. Maybe I've got, some weird disease where my head's big. I've got the opposite.
Yeah, that's winter.
And look at Jason with the. That's great. So that one was again the winner of that one was I forgot his name. Andy Forrester. So congratulations, Andy Forrester. Guys, I feel like we've been talking a very long time. I think we should take a quick break. Yes, the Alan Jackson?
Yes.
All right, folks. Thank you. Stay tuned because we got Steve Jessup, the drunk lawnmower DUI guy, coming up. We got an episode of Goodwill Hunting, and we'll be right back with more country-ish after this. Hey, everybody. Jon Reep here. Just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. We love it when you do that. Also, I want you to go cruising with me. That's right. Not in a car, in a ship. That's right. It's the Reeps Peeps Comedy Cruise. Check it out. If you go to johnreep.com, click on the Reeps Peeps Cruise. All the information you need is right there. It's in 2021. You got plenty of time. November the 6th through the 11th. We're going to a private beach in Haiti. We're going to Nassau. I'm doing stand-up. We're doing a podcast, and we're doing karaoke. 5 nights. It's going to be a blast. Get on the boat with me, Jon Reep, and the Reeps Peeps Cruise. If you love this podcast and you love wearing shirts, well, we got something for you. If you go to countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, it'll take you to my store, and we have an awesome t-shirt for you. It's a Country-ish podcast t-shirt. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Also, it's got the website on there. It's a soft tee. Very soft, feels good on your skin, and it helps us keep the lights on here at the studio. So check out countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, get yourself a t-shirt, and know that I love you. All right, we're back, and we've got more show. Speaking of the brawl fight that happened, we talked about that at the beginning of the show. I get people who send me funny videos all the time, like, hey, this might be a new segment for you. You could do this. Have you talked to this guy? Have you heard of this? And I've seen this one many, 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 many times. And you've probably seen it too because it's gotten over 6 million hits. It's a YouTube video. It's called Steve, the drunk DUI Lawnmower Guy. And apparently, let's just watch a little bit of it, and I'll talk about it. So a guy on a lawnmower. Here we go. So you've probably seen this before. Go ahead, Alan. I'll talk over it. But you can see there's a dude. This is from a squad car, cop car, and this is a dash cam. And there's a guy that he's pulled over who's on a lawnmower, and apparently he was drinking. Is it not playing? Is it stuck?
Hold on.
Let's try it again. We'll hit the refresh button, see what happens. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe and share to our podcast. We are a small town, but we're slowly growing, and word of mouth is simply one of the best ways to grow a podcast.
And the country is podcast gear. The
Get the
clothes
gear.
and the hat. Get you some of that.
Get you a koozie, get you a mask, a ginger beard mask. Okay, so here we are. I don't know if you've turned the sound down. I can't hear anything. All right. So here's this guy on a lawnmower. Cops pulled him over. Now, I bet you most people have already seen this because it's gotten over 6 million hits. And the cop gets out, goes up to the dude, and addresses him, right?
Yep.
Now, apparently, this dude's name is Steve Jessup. And I've had people send me this video many, many times. Have you seen this? Have you heard? Okay, here we go. So can you cut the line?
What are you doing? 4811. You're not supposed to be riding a lawnmower on the highway. What are you doing?
I'm just going to the store right down here. My truck is broke. I mean, my wife said if I didn't get her another beer, she was going to stab me in the face.
Well, first of all, there's not a store down there. Second of all, you don't need to be drinking.
Oh.
And then you're littering on top of that.
I'll get
What?
Yeah, you just
What's your
threw the
name?
beer
Yeah.
can over his
Steve?
shoulder.
Steve, where you live at, Steve?
that. About 2 miles or
This
so
cop
back
has
that
been
way.
very patient.
How long you been riding a lawnmower?
About 2 weeks. My truck is broke.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
You got a license on you, Steve?
Yep. Hang on. This is one of these.
Crazy driving a
So Steve is standing up on the lawnmower and looking through his
I've been
back
drinking
pocket,
all day. Hang on just a second.
trying to look for
And he
his
told him
wallet.
he'd been drinking all
What are you
day.
He's been drinking all day, and now he's taking
Sir,
a leak.
step off the lawnmower. Sir,
Hang on.
He
step
starts
off the
Hang on.
lawnmower.
off
I'm
the
about to
lawnmower.
spray you.
Hang on.
Step off the lawnmower.
Cops had
Give
enough.
me
Sir.
a second.
You better step off that lawnmower. You about to get sprayed. I'm
gotta
serious.
You about to get
I'm
sprayed.
serious.
I gotta go. I know my rights. 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 Please.
All right, Paul, that's good. So,
Oh, shit.
so Marcus Stamos, this dude's gotten over 6 million hits, like I said, and he's went on to be sort of like a YouTube celebrity.
So he does some other things.
He gets in trouble all the time, apparently. Anyway, I got a hold of him, and I had him zoom into the podcast. Why don't we enjoy this interview with the drunk lawnmower DUI guy, Steve Jessup.
Take another look and tell me that.
Got him here right now, live, somehow via the internet. So I don't know how we finagled this, but we got Steve Jessup right here on the line. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man. John Reeve, I can see you. Listen, I got to be straight up with you. If I sound weird or I flicker, I'm stealing cable from my neighbor.
Okay.
So sometimes I don't duct tape wires together right and stuff goes wrong. I just want to give you a heads up. It ain't you. It's over here. I'm getting a free hookup. Good to see you, man.
No worries, Steve. We'll make it work. It looks pretty good, other than that flicker every now and then. But I know you're good at building stuff, dude. Because not only, I mean, it's crazy how you got kind of famous from getting tased on a lawnmower. I don't know how many years ago that was, but that video. How long ago was that?
Oh, man, I think that was like 2007, so like 13 years ago.
Wow.
And, I mean, I never really intended for that to hit the airwaves, but I was married back in the day, and, to get at me for dumb stuff I might have done, my ex-wife, they send you a copy of your arrest on DVD from the courthouse so your lawyer can look at it. I ain't got a lawyer, so my wife just took the DVD and uploaded it on the internet.
Wow.
And then the world goes, look at this dumbass getting arrested on his lawnmower.
Right. Well, I gotta say, I'm glad that your wife, ex-wife, whoever, captured that and put it up on YouTube.
Dead. I murdered her and buried her in the desert. I'm kidding.
Well, congratulations on your divorce.
Yeah, now I am a free man. I'm gonna drink. I'm not gonna get fully buck wild on your show because normally I'll be having some of the devil's lettuce. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Some
yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've smoked my fair share of weed back in the day, totally.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm no stranger to the marijuana. What are you drinking there? What is that, a High Life?
That's a High Life.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's what we do out here in the shop. That's another reason everything's all wonky and stuff, because I'm hanging out in the shop.
Where are you? What state are you in?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. I used to be in Louisiana all those times when I got arrested, but I figured I needed a clean start from being in, just odds with the law for so long.
Right. So in a weird way, you're running from the law. You went to Nashville, Tennessee, got your own little hookup here. And I want to congratulate you, man, because you turned sort of a negative into a positive. Because look at what it's done now. Your crazy arrest record and everything has led to this. You've got your own podcast. I know you got T-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. And I know you invent things.
Yeah, well, I do that, but I got to say, all that other stuff you said, there's a lot of smarter people around me that know how to work electronics and stuff. I'm good with my hands out in the shop or the garage.
Yeah.
You know, if you need to work on your Hemi or something like that, I can do it, John Reed. All right? You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of wild. I'm talking to somebody who's so famous. I don't know how that happened. I'm sorry. That was a COVID cough.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. I've died twice.
Hey, I had the COVID, Steve. Did you know that?
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you give it to me?
I don't know if we can do it this way. I think you're pretty safe over there. But I did have it. I felt like crap for 3 days, but I'm over to COVID. It's over. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you had any symptoms, or would you know if you had it?
No, because I smoke so much marijuana that I just don't even know if it's a good cough or a bad cough, or maybe my taste buds are numb from just smoking too much,
right?
Or drinking too much Johnny D,
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Dude, what all you got over there? You got the devil's lettuce, you got a High Life, you got Johnny Dickel. I saw that you had a Coors Light earlier. You're prepped.
Yeah, I like to switch it up. This is when I feel like this is the countryest podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm more redneckish.
Right. You would be, you're more country than the ish. I'm more ish than the country part. Yeah, I got it.
I'm not full redneck, because I like to have long hair when I could have hair, and I like to smoke the weed like the hippies. So I like to say I'm part redneck, part hippie, always a suspect.
Right. That makes that's a good brand. That totally makes sense to me. Part hippie, that's me, dude. I mean, I'm not really so much hippie.
Right. You're country-ish. I'm redneck-ish.
I got it. Oh, this is great.
But then I don't know what this is because you was asking about the Coors Light. I like to drink Coors Light when I'm really getting my white trash on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I'm really feeling down and dirty in the trailer park, I drink some white trash. Then I want to bring it up a notch and maybe have some champagne or beers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really elevate the evening with a couple of nip and tucks of JD.
Right. There we go. See, I'm a vodka drinker mostly. I like Coors Light. Okay. That's my go-to beer. I feel like I could drink that all day and just have a nice, easy buzz. But But the brown liquor, the older I get, the worse the hangover it is for me. I'm mostly a vodka guy, and I just recently started liking tequila.
Oh, tequila's good. I got some of that right here. I have some Camarena.
Oh, is that good?
It's a little airplane bottle. Somebody just said to put here. And I was like,
right.
That's the weird thing about starting to do like what you do. Like, you've been famous forever, but like, I'm just new to the internet and stuff. People give you stuff.
Right.
They're like, here's some tequila.
Yeah. Somebody gave us this little thing. Can you see this, Steve?
What is that?
It's a little, they call it a wee doll. And we did a story on this on one episode. And someone sent it to us in the mail just because we talked about it. You pull this little dude's britches down, and then water squirts out. I don't want to make a mess, but can you see that?
Oh, I love that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
See that?
Make his pecker come out.
That's the weird thing. He doesn't even have a pecker. It's a whole weird thing.
That's like I've looked like that before.
Right.
You know what I always wanted to get? I should just make it, but I always wanted to have, like, you know how people have like the little boy statue that pees in the pond?
Right, yep.
I always wanted to have like a dog with his leg kicked up, pissing in the pond.
Yeah. Well, that would be, I mean, out in the country.
I like dogs.
I love dogs. Do you have a dog there with you in Nashville?
Yeah, she's over there, but she doesn't know who you are. She's like, I've never seen Harold and Kumar. I don't know that.
What's your dog's name?
Shelby, like the Mustang.
Oh, I was gonna say like the song "Shelby Coming Round the Mountain When She Come." But
yeah,
I think that I got the lyrics wrong. Hey, Steve, I want to congratulate you too on all the inventions that I've seen you do. I follow you, dude. Ever since the lawnmower video, I've been watching your videos, dude. And one of my favorite ones, and we'll show it later, is somehow you got a hold of a scissor lift. And you got pulled over while you were on a scissor lift. Can you tell me anything about that?
Yeah, that wasn't my scissor lift. I was at work.
Right.
And there was like a liquor store right down the street. As a matter of fact, I think it was called Hickory Liquor or something like that.
Okay.
But this was down in South Louisiana. But it was down the street from the job site. And I just thought, it's a straight concrete path. Because that's the thing. With a scissor lift, those things are heavy and they got them real thin wheels on them. So you don't want to drive them off in the dirt or the gravel or the sand.
Right, okay.
So I had a straight, clear shot. I was like, I can get there. So I drove down to the Hickory Liquor and got me a couple 30 packs.
Yeah.
And I just didn't make it back.
Right.
That cop, he saw me coming out the drive and whoop me. He lit me up.
I thought it was very smart and creative how you challenged him to come get you. Like, he told you to get off the scissor lift. And
I thought I was a superhero. I mean, I was like, how's he going to get up here?
Right.
I'm 30 feet in the air. I mean, they're going to have to call the fire department. Right. And they did. And that guy had access to knowledge that I didn't know about. And he hit some sort of trickery down on the bottom. And it brought me down.
Oh,
he let out all the...
Oh, I see. Wow. Well, I love that's that you have so many of those crazy videos like that. I absolutely love it, but I also love the inventions that you created. One of my favorite ones, I got to give you props on this because I love my booze as much as anybody. I got a DUI a long time ago when I was in college, dude. I blew a .10 right when the law changed from .08 to .10. I'm like, oh, I'll never do that again. But if I were going to, I would use one of your inventions. You somehow rigged the windshield wiper fluid to squirt liquor into a cup and that's already in your car.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
I really don't know if I can claim inventing it as much as I feel like it was something that was out there that we always just did. I've heard it from other people too, as over the years. That video's been out. Yeah, we did that too, because it's really just right in front of you. It's one of those things that's just right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got this windshield wiper tank, and it's got this little aquarium tube running up to your windshield wipers. And I'm working under the hood one day, and I'm just thinking, if I just disconnected that and ran that inside, then I'd be able to pump whiskey into a cup with the button right on the column. You know, on my 88 Suburban, you got a little button there, and you just wham, and you just shoot that. And so that's all we did really, is just extend some tubing on what was already there. And you got to clean it out, because if you don't, you'll be drinking some sort of like windshield cleaner.
Right. Windex.
And that's upsetting.
Yeah. Yeah. It might cure COVID, though. If you got COVID, put a little Windex in there.
That is true. The president said drink cleaner into your body, and you will be healed. So getting my 88 Suburban, let's put some in the, you know.
I also noticed, okay, so I got to tell you this, Steve. On a past episode, we do a segment on my podcast called Small Town News.
Oh, okay.
And one of
Am
the
I
things
on it?
You could be. I mean, I feel like you got enough things that happened to you that you could be in a future episode, because the one that we just covered was a guy in Oklahoma. He got pulled over for having a stolen car, and they found a revolver, whiskey called Kentucky Deluxe, a rattlesnake,
you know it,
and uranium.
A gator.
It was a rattlesnake, but they also had uranium in the car.
Oh shit. He was Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Right. Well, technically that was plutonium, but yes, I thought I thought the exact same thing.
Smart.
Well, I've already talked about it. We've already covered it, but I feel like this is you, because I've seen you blow up shit on your website, on your YouTube channel.
Oh, I love blowing up stuff.
What do you use to blow things up? What do you
know what my favorite thing to blow up was, John Reed?
Please tell me.
It was my wife's toy that she had tucked in the bedside table. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It was like 3 times the size as my toy, and it wasn't even the same color as my toy. You know what I'm saying?
So you blew it up.
I blew it up. Yeah.
How did you blow it up? What chemical?
With tannerite.
Tannerite?
You ever use tannerite?
No, I never have. Where would I get tannerite? I don't know. You're way more country than me.
Tannerite at the Circle K or 7-Eleven.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it just come as tannerite? Is there a certain brand?
You could get a sack of boiled peanuts.
Yeah.
Not boiled penis, boiled peanuts.
Right.
And some tannerite.
Yeah.
And some whiskey.
Boom.
No, it's everywhere, because it's used for sighting long-range guns. Like if you're trying to sight in a long-range rifle over like 100 yards or something like that, or 500 or 1,000, whatever they shoot those long, and you don't want to keep going out and checking the target. Right. They just sell this little tiny jar of tannerite, and you put that out and shoot that, and it goes poof.
Wow. Now, didn't I see you blow up a car one time?
Well, no, a lawnmower. But see, what you do is you take that little tiny thing and you mix like 100 of those together in a bigger container.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then you duct tape that all up, and then you hit that, and then that's when you get the big boom. That's when you can blow up a car. One of the best ones, if you want to look it up in your own time, is blowing up a barn, I think with 32 100 pounds of tannerine or something like that, and they level like a full barn to the ground.
Wow. I love it, man, because you're kind of like before Tiger King came out, you were already doing some of the same stuff that main Tiger King guy was doing. Have you seen that?
Not the butt stuff.
Yeah, no. I mean like the outlaw rednecky part. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about your sexual life.
Yeah, he did a lot of non-Christian stuff.
Yeah, right. And I know Steve to be a devout Christian for sure.
Man, if you know what, when I'm in jail, I get real Christian.
Yeah, so you're pretty safe now. You're in Nashville. You've built your own studio somewhere in Nashville. It looks like, or you're in a barn or something. I'm not sure exactly where.
I'm in my shop.
In your shop, yeah.
And I mean, I did build the walls and stuff, but I don't know if I want to take credit for the horrible wiring job with all the flickering lights and stuff.
Right. Well, yeah, you said you were stealing your neighbor's cable, so that's acceptable.
And he needs to upgrade. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and knock on his door and be like, bro, we are getting a weak signal over at my house. You need to pay for a better hookup.
Yeah. I wonder if you could just call the cable company and have them come over and just visit your neighbor, like call on his behalf.
Yeah. I'll give him one of these devil weed things.
Let me see that thing. What is that? What are you holding there?
That says Fire AF.
AF stands for Amazing Fire.
Amazing Fire. That's probably illegal in Tennessee, but don't tell nobody.
Oh, nobody's watching this. We're good.
Okay, good. Yeah, man, we're still building stuff. We switched over. I don't know. I'm new to this, but I don't know if you figured all this out. But, like, I'm too filthy for YouTube these days. Oh. So we switched over to Patreon. So I'm building stuff on Patreon now.
Oh.
I'm building a chainsaw bike right now, a chainsaw powered bike. And also, there's a comedian here in Nashville. His name's Steven Spinola. And he's kind of like a Metro dude.
Yeah.
So you might understand this. He had an electric lawnmower, and he said, I want you to make me an electric bike out of my electric lawnmower. So I'm building that for him.
Wow.
So I can humiliate him with my chainsaw bike.
When can I see this? I mean, will it take a minute?
That's on Patreon now, so it's one of them supporter things. Like,
right.
The internet, especially after COVID, everybody started figuring out, how can I get paid for some of this? I need to survive.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure it out over here, Steve. I mean, we started a Patreon. We got maybe about 10 supporters right now, but we're only on episode 38, so we're growing slowly.
Yeah, man, I feel you, man. But however they can give some love, you get out, do cameos. I just signed up to that. Now I'm giving birth announcements and all that. Have you done those?
What's the best way for people to find Steve Jessup if they want a cameo?
Oh, just on Cameo, Steve Jessup, I think. But like one time, they wanted me to do a gender announcement, and it wasn't just a boy or a girl. It was like one of those other 80 pronouns.
Right. All the other letters in the alphabet. I got you.
Yeah, man, those are difficult to do because I was just going to hold up my dog.
Your dog?
I was going to be like, because I think it was really supposed to be like biologically a girl that I was announcing. So I was just going to hold up my girl dog and be like, you're having one of these. But when they threw in one of those other 80 pronouns, I was like, I don't know. I can't hold that up. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the great thing about Cameo is they write it and you just say it. That's what I tell them. Like,
oh, is that what you do?
Yeah, I just say I'll write what you write it. I'll say it. Don't make me make up stuff.
I should do that.
Yeah, try that.
I want to get one of your cameos. What do I go on there? Cameo John Reep?
Yeah, just John Reep, JONREEP. I don't do a whole lot of them, but around Christmas time or any kind of holiday, they pop up. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like you to cuss out my ex-wife.
I'll do it. I mean, the only thing I won't do is if it's going to be something that's so bad that I could lose, some sort of job in the future. So if it's something very racist, I ain't doing that.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, obviously, man, they're canceling everybody. My dog got canceled for looking the wrong way.
It's getting tough, dude. It's getting tough. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm switching over to direct kind of support kind of things. And that's neat they're doing that,
Yeah.
I love your podcast. I love listening to Larry the Cable Guy and Jeff Foxworthy, man.
Yeah, dude.
You got some really cool guests.
And now I got Steve Jessup. So the next thing that you're building is a bicycle out of a chainsaw, and you're doing that with an electric lawnmower as well. And so if people want to see that, they'd have to go to your Patreon and sign up that way. Have you already done this, or you're going to do it?
Working on it right now.
You're working on it right now. Okay, that's something to look forward to. Now, I noticed you've got the lawnmower logo on your hat. If I wanted to get a hat, where would I go get a Steve Jessup hat?
You can go to iknowmyrights.com, of course. That's the classic. SteveJessup.com. Keep it simple. Whatever. One of those will work. I'll get there. Whatever you can remember. I mean, my fans are usually intoxicated, John.
Right.
Your fans are way more sober.
When you get to drinking, right? I want to go through a typical day of Steve Jessup.
Okay,
give me let's say it's a Saturday. And and I know you got shit to do, because I hear you say that a lot. I got shit to do. But when you don't have shit to do and you're just going to have some leisure time.
Even when I do, brother.
Well, that's one of the things that you got to do. Is
It's on the list. That's right.
Right. So I just went camping not long ago with a bunch of my old high school buddies.
Yeah.
And these guys enjoy whiskey, beer, all of it, you name it. There may or may not have been some devil's lettuce there. I'm not going to say anything about that. There may or may not have been. But let's say Steve Jessup's going to go camping, and you get up at like 10 in the morning or whatever it is, 9 in the morning. What's drink number one? Do you even mess with water or coffee, or do you go straight?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go like half coffee, okay? And then I'm gonna top the rest off with rum chata.
Oh, what is that? I've heard of that. What is that?
That's like a milky white rum. It looks inappropriate.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
You pour this white, milky, thick substance into your coffee, and you get tilted. Yeah, so you start off with a coffee, rum chata, maybe, smoke a number, right? You do that. You get your day lifted and twisted right out of the gate. And maybe, around 9 or 10, maybe you're going to slide into some OJ and vodka. Now we're really getting up. We're having some breakfast now, okay? Some Tito's, some orange juice, okay. Maybe a Bloody Mary, who knows, okay.
Yeah.
Right? Then we're going to slide into lunch. We've been up for a while. It's time to get serious. Maybe have a Jack and Coke, okay.
Okay, for lunch.
Yeah.
Right.
Couple beers, all right. You got to always have a couple ice cold ones sitting around. Noon is a good time to start drinking beer anytime, always. So
I agree.
Have a couple of, white trash Coors Lights. Step it up. Maybe have some premium beers in the afternoon, all right? Mm-hmm. Now you're going to go ahead and take out the Coke, remove the crappy beers, and you're just going to go single malt scotch deep into a blackout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good camping trip.
Oh, gosh. It's a great day. I'm so enthusiastic to start. I want to fast forward through all of those beverages right now.
Yeah. Hey, you know what else we have in common, Steve Jessup? I've noticed We're both gingers.
Oh man, yeah. You're one of the most famous ginger comedians in the world.
There's some really good. Thank you, first of all, but there's some big ones. We got Carrot Top. I mean, that's the first one people think of.
Okay, yeah. Okay, all right.
But then you got.
I was gonna say number 6.
Right? Yeah, I'll take 6. Yeah.
He's number 6, so he's not on the top 5.
Well, you got Bill Burr. You got Louis C.K. Right, but those guys are bald now. You know what I call bald gingers? You know what I call them? I call them trans gingers. Because they used to be a ginger, but they've transitioned to a bald guy.
Oh, man. Now, see, that's an announcement I can make on Cameo. Congratulations. You're a trans ginger.
That's right. Yeah.
You lost half of your red hair.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about the word ginger? Does that ever bother you? What do you prefer to be called if someone's saying, like, hey, look at the redheaded guy, or does it bother you at all?
No, as long as she's sitting on my face, I don't care what she's saying.
That's right.
You
that's
got
good
one of the
philosophy.
best masks in the business, man. Speaking of face, that face mask you got is so awesome. I love it.
Well, I mean, I do sell them on my website. I just started making them for when I go out and tour again. The guy who does my merchandise said, hey, some people are doing masks. Would you like a mask? I go, well, let's do one on my face. And it's selling pretty good. But I'm nowhere near the merchandise you got, man.
Oh, I don't know, but how did you get your face to look so crazy?
I have to thank my mom and my dad. Actually, when I took the picture, I went outside. I did the whole 360 angle like this, and I sent it in to the merch guy. And then he went off to China and made these things, I guess. You know how they ship.
Wait, does he have the Kung Flu-y?
He might. I don't know. He could possibly have it might come with my mask if you buy one.
No, come on. So he figured out how to get it mass produced? That's amazing.
Yeah, but then they messed up. They zoomed in too close to my actual face, so my nose is 8 times too big and my mouth is I got a tiny mouth.
But that's what I'm saying. That distortion is what makes it look so funny on everybody that wears it.
Right.
Women, men, small, big, because of the distortion that they did. And if that was an accident, man, you stumbled into brilliance, because that's the thing I love. It's when I see that crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny, man.
I'm going to send you one. It kind of looks like, remember that movie Every Which Way But Loose? The monkey, the orangutan, Clyde?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what it
Because
looks
you got your mouth open. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Steve, I'm going to let you go, man. I know you got shit to do. And any last thing you want to say to people watching this or listening?
Man, I appreciate you having me into your world there. You're in Hickory.
Yep.
I love it. I love connecting to you over the satellites. It was fun, man. Y'all check me out. I appreciate you sharing me with the world.
My pleasure. I'd like to get you back on here. We'll maybe think of a good segment for you to do. Maybe you'll just you'll Skype in from time to time and give us an update on some new invention that you're working on.
Oh, man, we can talk inventions. I'll be your white trash judge if you ever need like a judge to really critically analysis things that are upsettingly white trash.
Okay. That sounds good, Steve. I appreciate it, man. We'll talk at you later, buddy.
Man. I love you, John Reap. Take care, man.
Oh, take another look and tell me that.
All right. Thank you, Steve Jessup, for zooming in. That was quite an experience. If you want to follow him, you want to look him up, go to iknowmyrights.com. Just iknowmyrights.com. You can learn more about Steve Jessup. Now, this whole time we've been sitting here, there are unwrapped gifts on the table. We get fans. We got fans. We got people who like us, and they send us crap from time to time. And before we get into the Goodwill Hunting segment, I feel like we could open these. This one, this is from Linda and Elliot Magoo. It says to Marcus Stamos. Well, that's you. You want to open that? Open that one, Pumpkin. And I got another one here. What's this one say? This one's to Sebastian, so we're going to wait on that one. This one's, oh my goodness. To Sebastian, the Southeastern Regional Tri-County Man of Mystery comprised. Okay, so that's going to be Sebastian. And this one, am I getting anything? Oh, here we go. To John. Okay, so you go first. What'd you get, buddy?
I got a, look at that. No autographs, please. Go bother my less famous brother, Jon Stamos.
Hold it up to the camera there, Mark.
It says, oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
hold it up
I got
to your
Right there.
either way. Yeah, yeah. Got it.
Neato.
Yeah. Is this a magnet?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
so it's a magnet. It's a framed magnet. It's a picture of you holding your hand up. It says, no autographs, please. Go bother my less famous brother, Jon Stamos. Bother and brother next together.
It's tough.
It's hard to read it.
Thank you, guys. It's
All
neat.
right, so let's see what mine is. This one says, to John, in honor of your flash of genius. See? I wonder what that means. Flash. And these other two are Sebastian's. We can't open
Well,
them.
he got two. Not fair.
I don't know, dude.
Crushing on him.
Oh, yep.
What is it? Flash
The
Gordon.
original soundtrack to the movie Flash Gordon.
You got a record
I
player.
do like the movie Flash Gordon. There's the guy on the back. That's Flash, and this is it's by Queen. Queen did the soundtrack. So thank you, Isaiah and Linda Magoo.
Elliot.
Huh?
Elliot.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and
Elliot.
thank you, Isaiah.
Isaiah is the intern,
Right.
and he did not get you that.
This one says to Saint Sebastian, the Southeastern Regional Tri-County Man of Mystery, comprised of 14 feet, 86 inches of hard rock, twisted steel, and undeniable sex appeal. Where are we going with this from? Okay. Both of these are Sebastian, so we cannot touch this until Sebastian gets in here. Okay. But we have gifts for each other, don't we?
Yep, we do.
See, this is a segment where, look, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, buddy. His real name is not Marcus Stamos.
Darn.
His real name is Mark Hunt. And from time to time, we go to a Goodwill and we buy each other gifts for $5 or less. And we exchange it on the show. And the gift has to make sense. It's got to mean something. Why did you get that gift?
Yeah,
It's got to make sense.
You got to do the best you can.
It's a
hard.
segment that we call Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill.
Hunting. I could have went longer than you.
I was following your face.
Yeah.
You did this.
I was wanting more.
Wow.
I've been running, man. My lungs are huge right
You want to
now.
go first? You want me to go first?
Go first. You go first.
All right. So, a lot of things I know about you, buddy. You're a good friend of mine, Mr. Marcus Hunt. And I know that when you get your picture taken, you get excited.
Obviously, yeah. From
Remember the
earlier.
picture we showed you?
Yeah.
You like to be recognized for how handsome you are. And I can't deny you that.
Thank you.
I agree. Everyone knows it.
It's tough.
Some people don't like admitting it, but I'll admit it. You're a handsome fella.
Thank you.
And I feel like this gift can be something that you could use to draw more attention to yourself.
And make me more handsome.
No, just to draw attention
Okay.
to you. So that if you're out in public and maybe people are scanning the room and they don't know, where's the good-looking person in here? You know, if they don't make eye contact, this item might catch their eye.
Okay.
And it will, listen to me, draw more attention to you.
Okay.
It's a gift from me to you.
Let's unwrap this. Oh.
Yeah. What's that
It's,
say?
Illuminated apparel. So I'm assuming glow-in-the-dark T-shirt. You draw on your T-shirt with light.
Yeah.
So
I've never seen this anywhere in my life, let alone a Goodwill. Illuminated apparel. Apparently you can draw on the T-shirt. It glows in the dark, and it somehow works with your iPhone.
You want me to open it real quick?
Yeah, let's open it because I'm curious
I don't
as to
have
what
any,
what. I think you just ripped that off like a beef jerky bag.
Yep.
There you go.
get in
Illuminated apparel. They got pictures of kids
This
drawing
might be-
on the front of their shirts.
This may be something we have to do later.
But you could draw on that going, hey, look at me. Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, interesting. So look, I'm going to hold this in, you hold that in. It is just a T-shirt, and it's got like a white chunk on it, and I guess you can just draw on it with that thing, and then maybe it lights up in
shows
the
up?
dark. I don't know if you have to charge it first, if there's some sort of ink cartridge, or I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me see that thing. So this it's a lanyard with some kind of like a black light. This is weird. I cannot wait to see how this. Oh,
and it goes away, I assume, after a little bit.
Look at this. Yeah. Okay. So you could write or draw anything you want on your shirt. You could have this around your neck. We could go out. Imagine if we went to Neon Waves with this thing.
Yeah.
It's a room that's all dark, and you're like, oh, I need a beer, and the bartender's not looking at me. You just write, need. Yeah.
Yeah.
Need beer. See?
Yep.
And
turn the lights off, you see it.
If you turn the lights off, you can see it, but that's too much trouble to do in here. But trust me, it's working right now. But if you were to turn the lights off, you could even see it better. Marcus Stamos.
That's neat. That's
you are now illuminated. I got you a smart shirt. This was made in the UK. Okay? Illuminated apparel. It's a small.
University of Kentucky.
Would you try?
You may try it on.
Yes, this was made at the University of Kentucky. I think it's United Kingdom. But would you try it on?
Yeah, but you can't see it unless we turn the lights off. It's not going to matter.
Because it's a small, and I've been saying for a long time that smalls, you're more of a smaller medium guy.
That's going to fit.
That's going to fit.
Yep.
Oh, you can write all kinds of things on there.
We'll have fun with that when we go out.
The Alan Jackson, have you ever heard of illuminated apparel in your life?
No, I never have. Never heard of that at all.
I just wonder how long it stays once you write it on there.
You're going to have to do, well, what you could do is you meet new people and you say, hey,
My name is.
Write your phone number on my shirt. Write your Facebook page.
And
You got a website? You can walk around with the word countryish.com on your dang
It's got to be
shirt.
dark, though, for him to see it. It's got to be dark.
So we'll go out at night.
Yeah.
It'll be a good Halloween shirt.
That's a
Halloween's
great trick-or-treat
coming up.
T-shirt.
Good trick-or-treat shirt.
Yep.
Right?
Good, thank you.
Yeah. Hey,
I like it.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Marcus
I don't know
Hunt.
why they would let that go. Okay,
Your
here we
real
go. Here's
name?
yours. So, I saw this. I know you're I know you like nuts. You eat, you know what I mean. Peanuts.
No.
You're a almond guy.
I love almonds. I love peanuts. I love hazelnuts.
Cashews.
I hate cashews.
What about pecan?
I love pecans.
Okay, so I think
Pecan.
Pecan.
What is it? Pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
Right. So I love
If you're
pecans
from the
and
South.
pecans.
So I think I've got you something that will help you.
Let me ask you a question
okay.
real quick. Already, I'm guessing this is nut related.
I think so.
Oh,
I don't even know what this is,
right,
but
let me move this.
So
but
I'm gonna
also, I
assume-
want to ask you, we're from Hickory. Have you ever eaten a hickory nut?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm always curious about that. I don't know if I've ever seen. Alan, have you eaten a hickory nut? What is a hickory nut? I mean, I feel like I'm the hickory nut.
You are the hickory nut.
Yeah, I
Here, that
don't
goes with
think
your
I've
shirt.
ever had one.
All right. So go ahead. I'm sorry. I cut you
so,
off.
this will help you crack your nuts. I think this is what it's either that or a torture device that you can use on someone's fingers.
Oh, I got you. Well, thank you.
Open that up. We're gonna hopefully people watching can help us figure out what this. I thought it was odd, and I had to get it.
Okay. All right. Looks like a tambourine.
It's like it. Yeah.
Oh, I got it upside.
So
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this.
Oh, I see.
So you go up here with this. It's got a little crank on it, and it looks like you put something in
Yeah.
here. Then when you
It's a
put
little
pressure
wobbly.
on it, it cracks it maybe, and it falls into the.
Right.
But
I mean, what else could this be other than some sort of nutcracker? But it would take forever
Or
Like, what else could this be?
Put your finger under there.
No,
Let's
hell
put my
no.
finger down
Let's
there.
put my little beard guy right there, and you could crush his nuts.
Yeah.
No, I wish we had a nut in here, something to crush. Look at that.
It's all wood. It's got a little basket underneath it, and it's got.
It does look like a medieval torture device.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody had a tambourine and took the things off and said, "Well, I got this little winch thing, or whatever you call that. You know, what do you call the things that you hold? Like if you
vice.
A vice.
Vice. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
This is
like
a vice hooked onto a tambourine, and I guess you could use it for anything.
Yeah.
But maybe nuts is what it's for.
So whatever
because the shell would fall into this
the bowl
basket type thing here.
Yep.
Wow. Alan Jackson, have you ever seen anything like this?
No, never.
Needs a little work.
Do I need to hold it up to the camera? Have we got a good view of it?
Hold it up one more time. Though.
Okay. Check out this weird tambourine vice, torture device, nutcracker.
And if anybody knows what this may be,
what it's actually for,
let us know, please.
I mean,
it's probably something used, and we just don't know what it is.
Right. Well, I'm also thinking Hickory is kind of known for its furniture. We used to be the furniture capital of the world. This looks like maybe something that you would have used back in the day to make something else. Maybe. Isaiah, what do you think this thing is? Do you have a thought? Intern Isaiah, 19-year-old young buck from Fred T. Ford intern.
I have no clue what that is.
That's correct.
It's just a Goodwill interesting find, and I had to get it, and I made sense out of it because you like nuts.
I do like nuts. Well, listen, let's ask the people at home if anyone watching this has any clue as to actually what this thing is. If you've seen one before, if you know for sure, please contact us. You can contact us on many different ways. You can go to the Country-ish Facebook fan page.
Yeah.
You can go to countryishpodcast.com, click on contact, and let us know, what the heck is this thing? Well, thank you. I'm going to keep it. And I'm not sure.
Maybe your mom will know.
My mom might know.
She might know. It looks.
We'll ask Mimosa.
Yep. It's like it's from the
know.
day.
Right. Looks like something that Eli Whitney would have invented. You know who Eli Whitney is?
What he invent?
The cotton gin.
Isaiah! Cotton
smart,
gin
dude.
is correct.
Yeah.
He's got some brains on him. You didn't know that, did you, Stamos?
No, I would have guessed it sooner or later, but no.
You would have Googled it.
Yep.
All right, folks. I think, Alan, I think we did a decent job here today. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty decent.
Yeah. No, it's a great show.
We had a good podcast, man. We did a lot of stuff. If you want to help us out, you go to countryishpodcast.com. You can listen to the podcast straight from there. You can watch the podcast straight from there. If you want to watch past episodes, you can do that too. You can just click on episodes. There's the latest one the last one we did with Henry Cho and Zane Lamprey. If you want to hit support and you want to help us out, please do that. We have a Patreon page. There are many levels that you can support. $5 a month is the rhinestone level. We give you a shout out at the beginning of the podcast, and you can watch us live. And then it just goes up from there. You know, Pewter Pro, $25 a month. You get your shout out, and you get a merch pack that includes a country-ish T-shirt, hat, and beer koozie. $25 a month. That's Pewter Pro. $50 a month, Executive Zirconia. All that other stuff, and the ginger beard mask. Don't forget, this ginger beard mask still available. It's my face on a mask. And it's actually 4 or 5 things in one we've come up with, right?
Yep.
Because you have the ginger beard mask this way, that's happy. You're in a bad mood, wear it upside down, that's sad. You don't want to be messed with, you just want a plain mask, reversible on the other end. You lay it down at a bar, it's now a koozie. Right? No, not a koozie, a coaster.
Coaster.
Well, but it could also be a koozie. You get a beer, wrap it around the beer, boom, got yourself a koozie. This is like 6 things in one.
All you need is a bobby pin. You're good to go on the
You just need a ball bat pen. Now, if you want to go up $100 a month, you get all that other stuff, and you get a cameo message from us, and you get to be on the podcast. You get to be a guest on the podcast. You got a small business, you want to come here and talk about it? You want to be an MVP in somebody's life and just make it all about them? It's a great gift. $100 a month. That's the, what do we call that one? Oh, yeah, that's Platinum Elite is that level. Anyway, that's all at countryishpodcast.com. If you cruise over to johnreap.com, you can see my Ginger Beard Man is still available on Amazon Prime. You can get that. If you are an Amazon Prime member, it's free for you right now. Also, you want to get more merch, click on the shop. You can get all that stuff individually if you like. No big deal. But there you go. That's how you can help. Still doing cameos, doing TikToks. And that's it, folks. I just want you to have a good life. Whatever you are, if you're a hickey, if you're a bumpkin, we're going to find out, by gosh. For the Alan Jackson, for Marcus Stamos, Isaiah, I'm Jon Reap. Bicycle. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life, never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on, dude. I'd make a new show every day if I could, but my friends have jobs and they pay pretty good. Record when we can, work when we should. It's time for country-ish. Well, I don't care what your skin looks like, just love everybody and we'll be alright. Listen to the show every Friday night. It's time for country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. My town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Don't you? You're still here. I love you. Pass it on, dude. Share it.